Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, October 17th, and a cold front beginning to work its way closer to Region 8. We'll go ahead and dive into the meat of the forecast here. Right now, at your 300 millibar analysis, we have pretty much zonal flow, but we do have a short wave back towards the Four Corner states building in. It's expected to deepen into a more short wave trough by 6Z tomorrow, which is midnight on Monday evening. We go forward just a couple more hours, the short wave trough gets deeper and deeper as a jet streak begins to pivot through the axis of this jet streak here. We see 120 knot wind in this jet streak moving forward. 6 more hours, a very deep long wave trough now. This is what's going to provide the lift for these showers and thunderstorms overnight to early morning Tuesday. This is where we're in the upper right quadrant on the front side, and then the back side of this front is going to have some NVA, some negative vorticity advection. On the front side, positive vorticity advection, PVA. It's going to bring in some very cold air. If you notice, the flow unhindered all the way down from Canada, going to give us some very cold air throughout the week coming up. Let's take a look at your 500 millibar analysis. Still in zonal flow, but we see the vortmax right over the Four Corners area here. And that's going to provide some lift. That's over the next few hours. It continues to pivot eastward with that trough, and it will eventually broaden out at the vortmax anyway, and then completely cover Arkansas, pretty much the entire state of Arkansas, up and at the base of that long wave trough, and give us some excellent lift. It's going to be could be some heavy rain associated with this frontal system that's passing through, and it actually looks like it tends to stall out as an upper low just east of Arkansas in Region 8. But here's what's impressive. We look at the 850 millibar chart. We'll go ahead and forward through to Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. This is 12Z tomorrow, which is right around the time the cold front moves in. And check out the cold air advection. What I want to show you is you see the isobars and then the temperature lines. Whenever they cross each other in an intersection like this in a 90-degree angle, you see these little boxes here. That's how we can tell some very cold air moving its way into the area. And I'll go ahead and forward through a little bit more. You can see some very strong northerly wind. And check out that 0-degree isotherm in southern Missouri. It will continue to dive southward as we fast forward through the next couple of hours. Now it's around central Arkansas, along I-40, and points southward. So it's going to be some very, very cold air on Wednesday morning. We could see our first frost of the season. It's going to be so cold, and I doubt we'll see lower 80s for the next week or anytime soon. You see a very strong upper trough and upper low along the New England states, still affecting our weather. As you notice, our cold air advection tends to slack off towards Thursday into Friday. You see now the isobars and temperature gradient lines are flowing more parallel with each other instead of perpendicular. That means our winds will still be strong, but there won't be quite as much cold air moving its way into Region 8. Our current analysis shows we have a broad low pressure in Oklahoma and Texas, and a cold front draped along, I would say, US 160 from southern Illinois all the way through Missouri. It should work its way southward, but as it does, that low pressure in Oklahoma and Texas will move along that line, and we can see some very heavy rain from this. You see by noon tomorrow we're completely covered up with rain. The QPF shows about a ½ inch or more just for that 3-hour period. So if we back up just a little bit, see the western areas of Region 8, especially in Missouri, getting some heavy rain by 6 a.m. tomorrow. You see it doesn't really show to move in until 6 a.m. and lasting through midday. Possibly a few leftover rain showers by 6 p.m., but I think the main event is going to be between 6 and 12 in the morning, or 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. And after that, some very strong northwest wind, very stable air. We could probably see some leftover clouds from this system, but after that, after Wednesday, we'll see just completely sunny skies, and it's going to be very, very cold all the way through Wednesday. And what I'll do now is I'll show you the HPC quantitative precipitation forecast. Now that's how much rain we'll see the next 3 days here. You see there's some maxes there in northwestern Arkansas, southwest Missouri, about 1.5 inches, an inch and a quarter around St. Louis, but down in here in Region 8 we could see upward of a ½ inch easily with the extent with the gradient along I-40 here, just north of I-40. So much of Region 8 could see at least a ½ inch. It's going to be a very slow moving system. Well, thanks for watching my video blog. You can see more updates at briansweather.wordpress.com, or you can watch me on TV tonight. Either way, I'm on the 5, 6, and 10, so have a great night.